King Harald is actually stronger than we think. Because at his first introduction, I honestly thought that he would be, okay, yeah, we know he's the father of Loki, we know he was the king of Elbaf, we know he was the most beloved king of Elbaf and all that stuff. But as I was thinking about that, like, we haven't seen the flashback yet, okay? At that time, before the flashback of I don't know, King Harald, Loki, rocks and all that stuff, I always thought that he was the wise king, the king that never wanted the fights, that he wasn't the most beloved king because of how strong he was, but because of how wise he was and how he was willing to work with other countries and to make Elbaf more educated and everything revolving around that. And I never actually thought that King Harald would be as strong as we're seeing him right now. Because as we've seen in the spoilers, bro, he was not only clashing, bro. The fight, as the leakers say, it lasted for like, I don't know, a couple of pages, I guess. So this means, bro, he gassed Rox the fuck out, okay? So this, okay, maybe Rox was, he was maybe holding off, okay? He wasn't 100% fighting King Harald, okay? Let's just do this assumption, okay? Let's say that Rox, for the sake of this argument, let's say he wasn't fighting like fully as if he was like gonna fight, I don't know, Imusama, okay? Because he considers Harald as his friend, so he would never fight him as a fight that I wanna kill you, okay? But at the same time, it is really impressive for Harald to fight Rox until like he's gassed, okay? This is genuinely impressive, because even like when we started this flashback and we saw young Harald, he was a savage giant. He was a savage giant that he was going, like, he used to go to other, like, countries and villages and kingdoms, and he was, like, destroying everything, and he was that guy who never cared about the little, like, humans and all that stuff. But this wasn't that impressive because at the end of the day, like, they're fathers, okay? So, like, we can get, like, I don't know, Usopp like fighting fathers and destroying them, right? So it is not as impressive as the writers like think it is. Like every time we read like a story or we see or watch something, we always got these fathers just to make the scene cool, right? So at that time I never thought like, okay, yeah, it was impressive, whatever, okay? But when he clashed with Rox at Marijua, that was impressive, okay? But at the same time, yeah, Oda usually does that, like Gikko Moria, bro. He clashed with Kaido. That doesn't mean anything. But now moving forward to this chapter, and the idea that Rox was so into the idea of making Elbaf as one of his, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, if you make Elbaf one of your like alliance and you make them with you, like this is genuinely crazy because you have all these giants, like the giant warriors and everything working for you, like alongside you. This is genuinely insane. But he was more precise about the idea of having King Harald. He was insisting on the idea that I want you with me, like he wanted Harald. And in this chapter, he was clashing, he was fighting with Rox, like Harald was fighting with Rox for, I don't know, like a long time, like a couple of pages, and we don't know how many minutes it lasted, but at least that was impressive for both of them, like to, at the end of the fight, to lie down on the ground. I mean, like I said, this doesn't mean that Rox was fighting like totally 100% like he's fighting someone he wanted to kill, right? Because as we know, on Luffy's flashback with Rayleigh at the 2 years gap and all that stuff, Rayleigh was consistently telling Luffy that to make your haki better, like to be stronger, you have to fight someone who really wants to kill you, right? So I know when Rox and Harald were fighting, that fight was not meant for I wanna kill you fight, right? So in no way, shape or form this fight was meant that they were going 200% against each other, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, at the end of the fight probably Rox said like our friendship is over and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, like at the time they were fighting, they're still friends, right? So I don't think Rox would never do anything to try to kill Harald, because as we've seen when Kaido was talking shit about Harald, bro, without no hesitation, bro, Rox absolutely kicked the shit out of Kaido. Like, he was telling him straight up, don't talk shit about my friend, okay? So he truly considered Harald to be his friend. And this is really impressive, because to think that a guy like Rox considering someone like as a friend, yeah, we get it, like it's fine. But to consider someone as his friend, like legitimately to defend him, like if he's not there and someone is talking shit about him and all that stuff, this means something to Rox. This tells you a lot about Rox and his character and how he appreciates Harald so much that he would never do harm to him, if that makes sense. So that is why I do believe that he felt disappointed. And you know the feeling when you get disappointed about someone, like towards someone, even when you fight him. Like, I know this doesn't happen more often, like if you're disappointed at someone, you're not gonna fight him, like, but for the sake of this argument, like imagine you're fighting him, you're not gonna fight him like 100% because you're still feeling something, like you're disappointed, you're hurt, you don't want to fight this guy because this guy still means to you so much. So but this still means that, holy shit bro, this is impressive for Harald to actually fight Rox. Like Rox is legitimately one of the strongest characters ever. Like bro went straight up to Emo's flower room and he was threatening Emo that I'm coming here, like I'm coming back to your room and I'm coming back to destroy you, to kill you, to take down your place and to be the king of the world and everything. And he was like straight up in front of Emo, he was telling her or him or whatever, he was telling Emo that he admires Davy Jones. And Davy Jones is probably someone who really wanted to take down Emo-sama, who wanted to be the king of the world. I mean, who knows? Davy Jones might actually be Joy Boy's real name. We don't know yet, but for Rox to do all that, this means that Rox is legitimately one of the strongest characters to ever exist in One Piece, not only on that generation. Bro, even at that time, they said that even though Roger and his pirates were there, like in the seas, but they called it the Rox era. So this tells you something, okay? But at the end of the day, this doesn't mean that... I don't know what doesn't mean. Okay, whatever, okay? But I'm still telling you that Harald, like, his power and strength is real impressive. This doesn't mean that he's, like, going toe-to-toe against Rox. But like I said, this fight sentimentally means more than the actual fight, you know? They were disappointed, like, Harald had to do it for the sake of Elba, for his kingdom and everything. And at the end of the day, like, thinking about King Harald and how strong he was, this tells you how fucking powerful Loki is. I do think that I hate using this term. I genuinely hate using this word. This term is cringe, okay? This is a ex-Twitter term, okay? But this is a genuine Loki upscale when you think about it, okay? I hate the word upscale. I'm never gonna use it, but for the sake of this argument, it is a genuinely crazy upscale for Loki, because if his father is that powerful and Loki has that devil fruit that his father was never able to have, probably because Loki is, I don't know, the awaited boy, probably. Like, you get it, like Loki, Luffy, Shirahoshi, Momonosuke, all these guys in Luffy's era are gonna be like the awaited, the prophecy people, you know. So I do believe that Loki is the awaited man for Elba to be the ruler, the king, and to have this devil fruit that no man will ever be able to have, probably an Elba, unless you're like the awaited boy or something. So yeah, I guess that is it. And I do believe that this is a genuine insane power up for, like, or okay, upscale for Loki. So yeah, I guess that's it. Write in the comments, do you guys think that, okay, so let's say if Rox is 100%, okay, write in the comments. Is Harald 70? I don't know. Okay, write in the comments. If Rox is 100%, then what that makes Harald, okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Mwah. Okay, wait, like this video, do all that stuff, okay? If you reached this second of this video, then like this video because you're a genuine supporter to this channel, okay? Thank you guys. Mwah.